Hi guys, Carlos Rodgarman here. A quick thing I wanted to tell you about is a little workflow solution that I found for a problem, not a problem, but a situation that I ran myself into. I have a hybrid setup here, and so I'm running the analog console, but then I'm integrating a lot of like in the box and out of the box reverbs as well, effects. So one of the situations that a lot of consoles have, this console, for example, most of the things are automatable, analog, but automatable, which is amazing. Your EQ you can automate, your dynamics you can automate, obviously faders and all that stuff. But when it comes to sends to effects, if I have a reverb on an auxiliary, I can turn on and off. I can automate that, but I cannot automate how much that is being sent, right? So when it's in the box, you can obviously automate whatever. But one solution that a lot of people do is assigning the send of that auxiliary to one of the submasters, like a 8-track, right? So then you can automate your send on this fader. But I actually find myself using a lot of the times, I think it's a smarter solution. So say that this is my lead vocal here, for example, right? And it's coming on. I have it on output 9.
Chestnuts roasting.
Exactly, right? So if I turn on the reverb,
Chestnuts roasting.
obviously I can only automate on and off for the reverb. I cannot adjust, or reverb or whatever effect you have assigned, right, on that send. What I do is that I actually duplicate this track. So duplicate this. And then what I do with the same, obviously same audio, and then whatever processing I'm doing, I keep that. But then I output this to the monitor path, or the tape return, however you want to label it on your console, right? So now it's coming, the same signal is coming on my small fader, so to speak, in other consoles. So what I'm going to do, I want to make sure that on my routing, my monitor path,
Chestnuts roasting.
I'm not sending that to my master bus. Obviously, I don't want to duplicate the signal. Then what I want to make sure is that I assign that auxiliary send to the monitor path, or to the small fader, right? So then that way, if we solo the track and play it, so now this way I can open as much as my maximum reverb that I want to send to. And then what I'm doing is just automating the actual fader, which I can swap here. So if I play, let me play solo the vocal and the send.
Chestnuts roasting.
If I swap now, this becomes my small fader, so now I can actually effectively send more or less reverb to that vocal.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
And as a lot of you guys know, on this particular console, the Neve Genesys Black, we have the Genesis Control plugin, which now I can open on that channel, assign it here. Then I can put this lead effects on the monitor path, and on the main one, it's my dry signal, lead vocal. So now I can effectively automate either my lead vocal,
Chestnuts roasting.
or I can swap and then automate my send to reverb.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I hope it's useful for you guys. It is for me. Another great thing about this is if you guys are using anything like SoundFlow, like the Bounce Factory, to print stems, this makes your life a lot easier, because then I can just select my dry vocal signal and print that stem, and then I can also select my, I would label this as like lead vocal effects, right? So I can just literally print the dry signal and the effects in Bounce Factory in this case, and I don't even have to think about it. All right, see you in the next one.